Today's rapid recap is for Wednesday, November the 19th, 2025. Well, Sidwell was talking to Britt, and we found out the planned her death story. She didn't plan her death. She didn't plan to fake her death. Britt died or thought she died in her mother's arms because she's telling Sidwell, you abducted me from my life. And Sidwell says, no, we saved you and gave you a better life. She goes, no, you took me away from my life. And he goes, you were leaving anyway. She was leaving that night. So she says, but you didn't give me a choice. He said, but we gave you medicine that's allowing you to live the way you are, keeping that illness at bay. She goes, otherwise, you'd be bedridden by now. So anyway, he was saying, she was talking about how Pascal almost killed her. And he goes, Pascal overstepped. And he's been talked to about that. See, he goes, but Jason Morgan. And it was so funny the way he's mocking Jason, like, Muscle Man, he saved you. And so she goes, yeah, that's the only reason I'm alive. So anyway, she was just telling him how Pascal Dalton is a loose cannon. Well, Dalton was getting drunk at the Brown Dog. Jocelyn was cozying up to him because Vaughn called her, let her know he was there. He told her he has a separate lab that's close to the university where, in fact, he does test on animals because animals are a useful tool in research and they're discarded when they're not needed anymore. And so anyway, she just plays along with them. And Emma and Gio show up there, and Emma's being Miss Emma, and blah, blah, blah. Vaughn steps in, shows his WSB badge to Dalton, because Dalton was getting ready to kind of lunge for Emma, or moving towards Emma, and Gio was getting ready to get between them. But Vaughn stopped it and told him he wanted to see him at the WSB office tomorrow. So anyway, Dalton, a drunk Dalton, ends up at Spoon Island, spouting off at Jen Sidwell, saying, you, the WSB is going to question me. You need to get him off my back. And of course, he was more trouble than he was worth. Jens took out a gun and shot him right there in front of Britt. For the full daily recap, go to my YouTube channel at GH Spoilers. That's why in our today, because we got Madam Mayor, Madam Mayor.